Good evening, guys. Good evening. Back, Jay Comedian, back with another video from the Spoken Word Media. You know how it is, guys. Yeah, back. If you're wondering why I've got a coat, hoodie, and hat on, I don't know if I said this in my previous videos or maybe I haven't. I've not had heating since October. Since the last time I had heating in this house. Yeah, not good at all. There's been a lot of issues with heating in this house that have been going on for the past 3 months. Yeah, not good. Yeah, if you want to cheer me up, do that by smashing the like button. Yeah, that's my GoFundMe. Smash the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. Nah, I'm joking. Well, I'm not joking. I'm joking in terms of that, but do that anyway because you know we need to get this channel to a road to 1,000k. But anyway, I say 1,000 because you know we got to dream big. You know, got to give it some clarity. But anyway, yeah, just got back from my granddad's. It's late, but I'm happy. I was gonna film tomorrow. Actually, let me say this. I was gonna film this morning, but then I ended up having to go to my granddad, and then I thought I'll film tomorrow morning. But I was like, you know what? Let me just get the camera out and film now. You know what it is? We got to find a way to persevere through things. See that tiredness kind of wearing off of me. I'm waiting for food. I ate something. Yeah, I'm starving, and I'm waiting for some rice, some chicken, and some broccoli. You get me? Friday night. It's Friday, Saturday. Oh my god. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about Krept and Konan's the backlash they're getting. It's not going to be too much of a long one. It's going to be quite a short one. But I thought that when I first saw it, I thought should I talk about it? I was like, yeah, you know what? Why not? So basically, Krept and Konan, rappers from the UK, they have come under scrutiny in like, I don't want to say like the big press, but more like the urban local press, especially within the black community. If I'm being completely honest, ethnic community, more specifically the black community. Really and truly, it's the black community. Yeah, they come under scrutiny. The reason why is because. So they've done something, and I'll give you my opinion in a minute. Yeah, but basically what they've done is they've announced an opening of a restaurant. Sorry, not restaurant. What am I talking about? Of a local supermarket in the Croydon area. Yeah, that's catering towards and I think they said to cater towards the community. That's what they said. It's got fresh food. Halal food, just stuff that's meant to be good, and in the grand scheme of things, it's a good thing, right? They've announced it. They announced, and I think the rhetoric of black owned. So obviously, it's good to see. I like Krept and Konan. I like their music. And I think it's very good what they're doing. I think it's some positive news, and I think there is two sides to it, if I'm honest. But we'll get into it. So basically. They've announced that they're doing that. It's good to see that they're pivoting from like the music. Well, not necessarily not doing the music no more, but obviously they've got what Nala's. Is it Nala's baby? I think they had a restaurant in Croydon, like Krept. And also Krept's done. He's also involved in property, so he's linked up with the famous property guru Samuel Lees. So he's obviously been pivoting in different. He's got his hands in different pies for a while, if I'm going to be honest, and which is good, diversifying his income streams, and also he's not limiting himself to if you only want to do music, there's nothing wrong with that, but he's not limiting himself to only music stuff. He's expanding his horizons, which is all good. It's very good to see people getting on, and it's also good for representation, specifically in the black community. I'm going to keep it 100 because a lot of the time. A black face is normally associated with the three things: sports, mainly football. Really, in the UK, if it's the US, it's going to be probably like basketball or maybe NFL. Music in the UK and America, and if it's not music, unfortunately, it seems to be a thing. Be the face of drug dealing. Yeah, so it's good to see that. He can go into like a field such as the groceries, food industry, if you like, which is what he's doing. However, it turns out that I think the issue with people, and I think, oh God, I mean it's good news. Wherever you want to look at it, it's good news. But basically, what's happened is, if we found that there's, I think the majority of ownership in that new business venture is actually Asian, so they've got like a few shares in it. So technically, you could argue it is black. It has got black ownership because they've got shares in it or stake in it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've got my phone with me to check, but that's what they've got in it. So I think people, what the problem is, and also by the way, they did a clip. I'm gonna play this right now. Of they played on when they're talking podcast, which I shout out Pounds and Dude. We watched that podcast for a few years now, here and there, not all the time, but here and there for a lot of their guests. I think I like their shows, and they're basically biting back. Well, Krept mainly biting back, and Konan, to be fair, but basically Krept, and they're basically kind of like they're not with that criticism. They think it's a bit mad. They're saying that, as you can see in this clip now, I'll show you.
Man will go happily shopping at
Tesco, Sainsbury's,
at Audi and Lidl's.
Yeah, that man will be hungry and still walk past your shop, you know, like,
You know what I'm saying? Happily. Don't even check who owns it. Don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? The 0% owned black places. Man are just in there shopping.
Like,
got the ute in the trolley and let's go.
Yeah.
No one cares. Like no one. You know what I'm saying? But when the man them are doing things, like people want to pick holes and things, and then don't even understand it, like, and just don't even understand the scale of
the way
it.
they portray us, like this black people, young black men on the news and all that, it's not always the most positive. You get me? So when we see the positive black people doing something, and I feel like as a black community, we're meant to just stand behind them. Like,
it's
supposed to. You get what I'm saying? Regardless if it makes you feel the type of way, anyway, just we represent us. So we gotta scream that, we gotta push that. Whoever should be pushing.
So you see that he's talking about people will go in there, they're not they'll buy stuff, they ain't got bad ideas of who it comes from. There was times when they mentioned also that German owners they'll push their baby in the pram in the trolley, and that's fine. People want to get the best deals for themselves. They're not like that. But I think with the issue is, and he's right in the grand scheme of things, people always got something to say. People always you're always going to find someone that's got to find some issue with something or fault with something. But I think where the issue is, and that's actually true, but I think where some people have it is, I think the way it is being interpreted that it's purely black owned, so they feel a bit, it's inaccurate. And I think that's where the backlash has come. And to be fair, I don't think people should go at them for it. I think comments are valid for accuracy, because at the end of the day, if you say something, you want something to be exactly as clear as possible as it is on the tin. I personally would. If I go to something, I want to make sure that it's exactly how it is said, to the best of its ability. Yeah, that's what I personally would like. But people have a lot of things to say in the comments. I'm not gonna go into the comments the show today, but I saw some comments and like blah blah blah. The Asians don't even like black people. And you know what? This is gonna sound bare crazy. I'm quite new to Asians, not necessarily. And by the way, it's not all. By the way, yeah. I should say that what's understood doesn't need to be said. But you know, when your face is on camera, people are gonna be like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" But with racism, necessarily, especially in the West, we normally attribute it to Caucasian white people, yeah? And normally black people are at the bottom, even though Asians get their racism as well. But it turns out that this is why BAME is a very tricky term. That's the concept of another day. Because even people within the BAME community, black and Asian minority ethnic groups, there's Asian people, a lot of Asian people is sometimes Indians, not all Indians, but it's quite known that they feel type of way about black people as well. And obviously go into business with them, and they say that things about Asian people owning black products that's gonna be of black people's interest, like hair, some food places as well, Tropical Sun, that's known for like certain things, you know, all that kind of stuff. Then they come on with Aki, peas, all that kind of stuff, and then it's not gonna be, it's not black owned, so it's kind of like some people think, what's the difference? But I think it's a good starting point for them. It's a good starting point because at least it gives them exposure in the business, and they can always pivot out. They could buy more shares eventually as time goes on, or they could completely start from completely scratch. Who knows? But I think it's positive news, and overall I think it's a good thing. However, I do understand why some people do feel a bit misled with the terminology that may be used, depending on how it was reported or something. Maybe it came from them, or maybe it came from the source. But I thought that I would touch on that. But yeah, at the same time, yeah, people always gonna find some fault in what you do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those ones. It's human nature. You can't please everybody. I think they're doing. I think it's good news that they're doing that kind of stuff, and I think it gives encouragement to people that look like me, etc. That you can do these things. I always believe that you can anyway, but some people when they only see a certain thing, they only believe that it's possible to do certain things, that they can't do this, that, and the other, which is not true. Yeah, but I know that, but some people don't know that, or they don't think that they know that because not everyone's mind is expansive. Some people just have a fixed mindset. They believe that it could only be a certain thing, and that's not true. So it's good to see that, and also it's good that you can also look at it. It's good that you can mix. You can also mix. You can actually bounce off ideas and mix and mix things. You may learn a thing from those people that you may have not thought with. So there is positives to it. So at the end of the day, I think it's a win situation. I just think that the marketing term was a bit of a letdown, and I understand why. However, I think it's just one of those things. Who knows what the future holds? But anyway, guys, what do you think in the comment section below? Do you think the backlash was justified? Do you think it's a bit over the top? Do you think that do you understand both sides? I personally understand both sides. I do lean more towards the positivity though, but I do understand why some people haven't received the news as they probably first thought that they would. And also, another thing as well, it is true though that when it comes to black owned stuff, it's a very thought-provoking subject when it comes to black people and business. There's a thing, I'm not gonna go into too much of it today, but there seems to be a thing of it. It gives people, I don't know, it seems to capture eyes. It seems to be like a rush of blood to the head. It seems to come over a buzzword now. Black owned. You got to support black business, black owned. Me personally, and someone said it on a channel I watch, and it's true. I've always wanted. I've never actually aspired to be black owned anything. If I want to own something, I'd rather be someone that and happens to be black. I understand why black owns a thing. Obviously, I'm not stupid. I understand why it's a thing, but personally, I want it to become so normalized that it's not become like, oh yeah, it's black owned, blah blah blah. It's this because it just comes with too much baggage, man. I'll be completely honest. There's always got to be some kind of funny narratives that's going on with it, man. And it also seems a bit. It kind of gives like a very much. I kind of bounced off someone else's ideas when they said this. Well, not ideas, but thought, but it's the truth. I'm gonna verify it myself. It kind of sometimes it gives connotations of. And it's not really the fault of the community. Well, so they speak to a certain extent, but it gives you the idea of charitable causes. Even though it's a business, it gives like charity connotations, like feel sorry. You know, you gotta feel. You know what I mean? And I don't think in the long term it's a good recipe to disaster. I think it becomes a hype thing at first, and after that no one cares anymore, and you kind of doesn't really go further than that. Again, I'm not gonna go into too much of it today, but I just thought that I would just give my 2 cents. But anyway, Krept Konan, keep up the good work, keep doing your thing. and who knows what we're gonna see. Maybe in 5 years, it may be 100% black owned or whatever it is. Yeah, but yeah, guys, let me know your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. Please like this video, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you all in the next video. Yeah, it's Friday night. Peace.